Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Adnan Khalid, PhD scholar from GC University, Faisalabad. First of all, I would like to congratulate the whole organizing committee of this International Conference on Applied Zoology 2021 that they have provided us a wonderful platform, and all the researchers all around the globe that they provide us this very wonderful platform to express our ideas in a very efficient and a well-managed platform. The topic of my research work is efficacy of lycopene supplementation on growth and antioxidant activity of Labiorhita fingerlings fed canola meal based diets. I would like to introduce my research work starting from the aquaculture. Aquaculture is basically one of the important food source sectors that ensure the dietary needs consumers all around the world and is contemplated as an excellent animal protein source. Fish is considered as a good source of high quality, readable, absorbable proteins as well as variety of vitamins and minerals. Rahu Labiorhita is one of the commercially important fish species available throughout the year and is preferred by the consumers also. The cost of the fish meal is increasing day by day due to the rising demand and low production rate. To overcome this cost, we have introduced the plant meal replacement of the fish by the fish meal by a plant meal. That is basically a lycopene, and lycopene is a carotenoid, is abundant in red fruits, grapes, vegetables, especially tomatoes, watermelons, pink grapefruit, pink guava, pomegranates, and apricots. These all are the sources of the lycopene, and we have extracted the lycopene from these fruits and these vegetables as well. Plant meal is a cost-effective and environmental friendly, easily available throughout the year. So we have selected these plant meals as a source of the fish meal. As we select the plant meal, it means that we are reducing the cost of the fish meal. As we are not using the fish meal or the animal meal plant source, we are using a plant meal. It means we are reducing the cost of the fish nutrition or the fish feed. And we are also using canola meal that is also serving as a good protein source and amino acids that contains essential minerals that are selenium and phosphorus as well. Lycopene is basically a powerful antioxidant that has a better effect on the fish growth and its antioxidant status as well. Molecular base for the senses of other carotenoids are the essential amino acids, exerts its effects via other mechanisms. Other mechanisms are the gene function regulation, hormones, and the immune modulation, metabolism, and metabolic pathways. The fish that I have selected for my research work is Labiorhita, as you are all are the familiar from Labiorhita. Here are the classification of this Labiorhita, commonly known as Rahu. Rahu is basically an omnivorous fish that is a column feeder, one of the three major carp fishes. One of them is Labiorhita, commonly known as Rahu, found in the riverine systems, and is also used as a food source, famous for its fastest growth. So it has a high economic importance, and it also have a nutritional value, and it is good for consumer. It's a good consumer choice. It has a market value as well. Materials and methods that I have selected and I have chosen for my research work was fish and experimental conditions were applied to all my research work trial, and the lycopene was extracted from these from the plants and foods that I have earlier mentioned. Feed ingredients and dye formulation was made. Formulation of feed was converted into pellets, into edible pellets that according to the size of the fish that I have introduced into my research work. Feeding protocol and sampling was also made. Growth assessment was considered, proximate analysis, and after then statistical analysis was applied to all of the data that I have performed by using standard methods. This is the feed ingredients composition of my test diets. I have basically formulated 7 basic test diets of lycopene, as I have different graded levels for them: diet 1, diet 2, diet 3, diet 4, and respectively diet 7. As I have in diet 1, it is the control diet without the lycopene. So we cannot compare our data with different test diets that we are introducing by making the different kinds of grades. The 10 is the 10 mg per kg, 20 mg per kg, 30 mg per kg, and so on. Canola meal was also added, wheat flour was added, fish meal, rice polish, fish oil, vitamin premix, mineral premix, ascorbic acid, and chromic oxides were added and formulated the fish feed that I have made from my research work. Body composition and growth performance was calculated, and first of all, we will discuss the proximate analysis. Crude protein was analyzed by the Gelda apparatus. Crude fat was processed by Soxhlet apparatus, ashed by the electric furnace. When we come to the growth study, we use the general and the standard formulas for using for studying the growth study: weight gain percentage, final weight minus initial weight, and these formulas were also applied for the FCR and SCR. These are the results from my growth performance of the Labiorhita. Here in diet 4, where I give the fish 40 mg per kg lycopene in the diet, was showed the maximum growth in the fish. Its initial weight was recorded. After then, the final weight that it gained after the fed of the lycopene was greater than the other formulated diets, as well as the weight growth percentage and weight growth in grams was also greater. Fish per day per gram, fish intake, FCR and SCR values were also relatively higher than the other formulated feeds. Oxidant status results were also found higher in the diet 5, in which 40 mg per kg lycopene was supplemented to the fish. Absorption, inhibition, and oxidation was maximum at the diet 5. Conclusion of the research work is that based on the findings, it was determined that a lycopene supplemented canola meal based diet improves growth performance, antioxidant status of Labiorhita fingerlings at 40 mg per kg. It was also observed that lycopene supplementation may decrease the extra supplementation of nutrients in fish feed and reduce the total feed cost. Furthermore, it led to the development of cost-effective and environmentally sustainable feed for Labiorhita fingerlings. These are the references of my research work. Thank you for your attention. Thank you, Allah Hafiz.